Guys, you're ruining my intro. Love me. No, don't run away. Come back. Hey! Oh. Professional! That's me. Not my lighting. Anyway, hey guys, it's Carol. Welcome back to Carol at the Castle. So glad you're here. Today, we are going to be doing the Figaro. Why don't you tell them what we're doing today? Anything? Figaro, say hello to all the people. Hello, people. Be free. Today, we're doing a Q&A on my job with Disney. You guys have been asking for this for a while, and I know I've been on the struggle bus of getting this out to you guys, but I'm doing it now. I don't care if it's 9 o'clock on the Sunday night, which it is. We're getting this done and it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. So I asked you guys on Instagram if you would ask me questions to do this video, and you did. You sent a lot and it's great and I'm so excited. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you totally should, at Caroline G. Hopper. I mean, yeah. Okay. Q&A. Oh, there's a spider on my ceiling. No. I'll get it later. Don't fall on me, please. Okay. Gonna go to the Insta story. When did I ask this? How long ago? 7 years ago. Oh gosh. Found it. Found it. Okay, so I did already look at them, and a lot of these are going to be duplicates, so I'm sorry if I don't say your question specifically out loud, but it's probably because someone asked a very similar question to yours. So let's get started. Let's just do it. Okay, first question. How did you land this job? What is your official title? So my official title is assistant graphic designer, and how I landed this job, I actually made another YouTube video called How I Got My Job at Disney. It's about 4 videos back, 3 or 4. So go check it out, give it a watch. It'll give you a good idea of that. Next question. What sort of discount do you get on rides and food, or is it all free? I wish it was all free, but unfortunately it is not, because it's Disney and Disney loves money. So I do get into the parks for free anytime, and actually any of the international parks, which is awesome. There are blockout dates on major holidays, or if it's a busy weekend, or like this week with spring break, I was blocked out of some parks. But other than that, I pretty much can get myself in whenever I want, which is awesome. That's definitely the best perk that I have. The food is always iffy. It changes depending on restaurant to restaurant, time of year. Most general discount at sit-down restaurants is about 20%. And we get no discount on quick service areas. So like the chicken nugget, hamburger type places, we don't get any discount there, and we don't get any discount on snack carts and ice cream, unfortunately. I had the flu last week, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna cough a lot. But the flu is over, and here I am, still kicking. Okay, next question. Ooh, do you know anyone who has done the Disney Culinary School? I have actually never heard of that. That sounds really cool, and I would love to know more about it. So if you know anything about the Disney Culinary School, comment below. But no, I'm sorry, that sounds great. Do you ever feel restricted with the content you create because you work for a reputable company? This is a great question, because most of the content that I specifically create is very private, and none of my graphic design is public or park facing. it is only shown internally. So that can be a challenge sometimes because my work is not seen by anyone, which is kind of sad. But the great thing about it is a lot more freeing because it's never gone public. So my work usually doesn't have to go through all the legal restrictions. It's more kind of just like an idea of, hey, like check this out, see if you like it, let it inspire you, and yeah. I'm gonna skip to the questions. Some people ask about what is your day-to-day like? What do you actually do for Disney? Can you tell us about your job? So I'm just gonna cover all of those in one little spiel. So I am a graphic designer for Disney's corporate alliances, and corporate alliances is basically every brand you see in the parks and media that is not Disney, we work with, and we bring Disney and them together. So Coca-Cola was our first Disney corporate alliance ever, and that was in 1951. I'm fired. I think that was in 1951. And ever since then, we just kept working with more and more brands, and we find fun ways to integrate them in the parks. And we have to keep the magic alive with the integrations, and it can't just be logo slapping, like, here, look at our brand, buy our stuff. We really try to do it in a way that will bring joy to people and really make that connection. So with my role as a graphic designer, I create work and mock-ups and videos to then show in client meetings and pitches to get this brand to come and work with Disney and basically sign a deal with us. So the main bulk of my work is sizzle videos, and I didn't do much of video work before I came to work for Disney. Actually, it's kind of a new skill that I've picked up. I picked it up during my internship, and then through my internship, my leader just encouraged me. She said that my skill could really grow in that, and she saw a future for me in it. So I was so blessed to be able to have time in my internship to work on video editing, and I actually became really good at it. And it's one of the reasons I landed my full-time job with Disney. So doing sizzle videos are basically a 1 to 2 minute kind of punchy video reel. I combine clips of Disney parks, Disney media, Disney movies with the brand that we're pitching to, and kind of mix those together and make it look magical and dramatic. I try to make my audience cry if I can, but basically I just try to make something that will make people smile and realize what a great thing it is to be in partnership with the Walt Disney Company. When I'm not working on videos, I'm usually working on mock-ups for in-park, usually like putting people's logos on certain attractions. Figure out, I know you're thirsty, but you're ruining my video. Sometimes we'll create special brands, just fake events, different kinds of marketing. We try to show the client all the amazing ways that we could work with them, whether it's in park or on media promotional stuff. Hopefully I'll answer more questions about my role as I go through these questions. So next question. Okay. Do you see yourself working there for an extended time? So my internship started in June of 2017, and I was hired full-time April 2018, and now I'm about to hit my 2-year mark, as tomorrow is April 1st, so that's exciting, yay! So I'm about to be 2 years with the company, 1 year officially full-time. And I'd absolutely love to be here longer. I see myself staying for at least 3 to 5 years before I consider other options. But right now I'm completely happy where I am, and I love it. I really love it. Next, what was the most self-rewarding thing you have accomplished while with Disney? So I think the biggest project I worked on, which was the biggest success, we have signed a deal with Citizen Watch Company. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they make amazing luxury watches. And before we signed a deal with them, they take about 1 to 2 years, these deals, to work on, because The account managers that I work with are amazing on my team. They're so talented and they just know how to speak to a brand and how to give them custom, amazing experiences that the brand is really gonna want to implement. And we really try not to logo slap. Like, we wanna create super marketing. I need some water. We really try not to logo slap. We just want to make amazing experiences that are going to be successful in the parks. So I was working with a coworker and he came to me and said that, hey, I'm pursuing Citizen Watch. I'd love if you would make a sizzle video so I can show at the meeting. And I was like, great, that sounds awesome. So I started researching the company, fell in love with their watches and their story and everything they stand for. And that's usually what I try to do when I'm brought a new sizzle video. I really love to research the company and find out about them. I just really try to get a tone and feel of what they're like, and it helps me better create a customizable video for them. So after researching them for a while, I realized that time is an epic and easy keyword to pick for this sizzle video, and I started centering my editing around that. I won't talk too long about specifics. The only reason I'm allowed to talk about this project specifically is because we did sign a deal with Citizen Watch, but all the work I do, unfortunately, is private with the company until we sign the deal, and it is to the public, because when we're working with new companies, it can't be published for obvious reasons, so we can make the deal successful. It's one of the videos I am most proud of. And the account manager who was over this account, Citizen Watch, he took the video to the meeting. And the amazing employees behind Citizen Watch are based in Japan. They don't speak any English, little to none, and they had a translator during the meeting. And so a video is a great way to break that communication barrier. So I was very excited that my video was going to be shown at that meeting, and it was very successful. The account manager came back and said that at the end of the meeting, all they asked was, can we see the video again? And they actually loved it so much that they asked for the permissions for it to be public, so we had to take the video through all the legal processes so that they could show it at a conference in Switzerland to announce their partnership with the Walt Disney Company. And so my sizzle video was shown on this huge conference center theater screen. I didn't get to go because it was in Switzerland, of course, unfortunately. I would say that's definitely my greatest accomplishment, is having my sizzle video shown in Switzerland at a watch conference. Yeah, that was great. I think I need some water. Alrighty, next. Okay. If you could change one thing about working for Disney, what would it be? That is actually an easy question, and it's not bad at all. I would change the Disney look restrictions only because I work in a cubicle. I don't see any guests, I don't see any clients, and I feel just kind of restricted by my style and what I'm allowed to wear. I still haven't really figured out my style professionally yet because I'm a pretty casual dresser. I like ripped jeans, I like flowy shirts and t-shirts, so that's been a little difficult. And also, I would love to dye my hair. I would just love it to be blue or pink. Probably blue. Oh, I just love blue. But my hair was temporarily pink. You can check it out in my previous YouTube video. Plug. So yeah, if I could change anything, it would be the Disney look restrictions. I would just love to be a little more expressive in the way that I dress, and yeah. But really, it's really not that big of a problem. It's fine. Next. Do you ever feel like just a number when working for such a huge company? That's a great question, and it really depends on the type of team that you're on. Thankfully, I'm on a really amazing small team. My department is about 30 people. Corporate Alliances in Orlando is about 30 people, but my creative team at Corporate Alliances, there's only 4 of us, and I really feel like I get all my needs met and I'm paid attention to by a leader, and I feel very cared for, and I'm very blessed. And also my leader is watching this. So, where is your office? Great question. My office is across the street from Disney Springs. Across the street from Disney Springs, there's actually Team Disney and the casting building, which are both beautifully Disney themed workplaces, and I do not work in either of those. I work in the Partners Bank building. It's beautiful. Did you have to learn about all Disney movies and traditions? So I was actually already pretty much a Disney freak. When I applied, I knew about all the movies. I was one of those girls. So thankfully, I'm so sorry. Thankfully, I was pretty well versed on the company already, but you're really not required to be a Disney freak to work for Disney. You really just need to be great at what you do, and they're gonna recognize that. Yeah. Next, what do you wear to work every day? I kind of addressed this earlier. My style is a little different at work than outside of work, only because you have to dress a little more professionally, but it's mostly all black. If you follow me on Instagram, you see that all I wear usually is black. This is dark gray, so I'm not wearing black. But I really love simple and clean and neutral colors. Sometimes I love pinks and greens, but more in the pastel range. But I usually just wear a lot of black and brown leather shoes. I would say that's my aesthetic, black and brown leather. Oh, this is a good question. What makes graphic design and Disney different from other places? This is so interesting because there are so many different types of design at the Disney company, and I really don't know about the other areas at all, and that's the only bummer. Is I wish there was more of a community. We have some like Disney creative meetups and some pages that we can talk on, but I really don't get to understand and see what it's like for other designers working in the Disney company. I think we're all very different, and it just kind of depends on what department you're in. I would say my creative team works kind of more like an agency, so we take in projects and we just spit them back out whenever we're needed. So I do get to do a lot of different things, which is great, and I get to practice a lot of different talents. But we are working under one big brand, which is different than most other agencies. So we do kind of have that rule book we need to follow, but like I said, I'm a Disney freak. I'm kind of well versed in the Disney company, and I'm familiar with what our design style is like and our audience, so it's easier for me to design for them because I love it so much. Do you love Disney? I love Disney. I really do. It's amazing, and I know people say it's childish, and I think that's sad, but it doesn't faze me when people say that to me because it makes me happy, and the company is just such a great company to work for. And if you're happy all day, what is the crime? I don't understand. What is the crime? So yes, I love Disney. I love going to the parks. I love working there, and I love the people, everything about it. It really is great. What's your portfolio advice and application advice for general in Disney? I kind of talked about that in my previous how I got my job at Disney video, but basically I would just say try to cover a lot of areas in your portfolio. Like I said earlier, all the design departments at Disney are pretty vast, and they all work in many different areas, so try to represent different pieces of collateral on your portfolio. You know, try to have some web, some packaging, some branding, some miscellaneous crazy art, just anything that makes you passionate, and anything that you think would impress them with your talents, you should showcase for sure. Next question. What's been your greatest takeaway and biggest thing you've learned? I think I would definitely say in the realm of graphic design, you're just never done learning, and your talents are never at an end cap. You will always continue to build and create and discover new things about yourself. So don't ever close the door. Don't limit yourself to one area of design. Keep pursuing different things that are going to challenge you and push you to new heights. What's your favorite perk you get for being a cast member? If I have to say, other than getting into the parks for free, I would most likely say the discounts on special events like Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We get half off on those, which is great because, I love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It is my favorite ever. I love dressing up, I love candy, and I love Hocus Pocus. That's gonna have to be another YouTube video because I can't get into it tonight. How many days a week do you work? I work the normal, boring Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, which I know some of you that don't have that normal schedule, you say, that's not boring, that's great, I wish I had a steady schedule. So yes, I'm grateful that it's steady and it's good, but it's a little long and a little businessy for me. I also wish I didn't work in a cubicle. I kind of miss like the open loft setting of a graphic design studio. So I guess that would be another difference from a graphic design environment usually versus a Disney one. It's very corporate and very business. But it's just one of the things that I trade for working for an amazing company. Does Disney ever get boring? Haha, we all know the answer to that one. Disney doesn't get boring because it is always changing and we always have new rides, new parks, new movies coming out, and there's always something to keep up with, and there's no way for me to ever know all of it. So it's exciting trying to keep up, and especially doing the Instagram page now and the YouTube page, I really feel like completely immersed. So maybe it's a little overwhelming at times, not boring, but sometimes I do just want to step away because I work for Disney all day. Then I come home and create Disney content. So maybe a little overwhelming, never boring, ever, just exhausting, but I love it. What's the environment and schedule like? I kind of covered this earlier. Environment is pretty business professional, but I mean, there are days where my leader will say, hey, let's just go to the parks and do some research. We need to take some pictures, and be like, great. And we'll switch it up every now and then. Sometimes we'll go to some conferences. Sometimes we'll go to some meetings that are off property or in the parks, and that's really awesome and fun. So every week's pretty much different, but for the most part, I do sit at my computer and edit videos all day long. I do have a really exciting project at work I've been working on that has to be private for now, but in a few weeks, it's going to be on social media, and it is the first thing I've ever created that will truly be in the public on a social media page, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. I've been so excited about it, and I've been working on this project for, it has to be over 6 months now, so I can't wait to show you guys. Look out on my Instagram for that in the next few weeks, and that's exciting, and you'll get to see some of my work, which is great because I want to show you guys visuals of what I do, but unfortunately I can't because it's all confidential, which is one of the drawbacks, but it's worth it for working for Disney. I don't mind. Okay, well, we did it. I got through all the questions. Again, I'm so sorry if I didn't say yours out loud. It's only because I combined it with a different question, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer something that you have been longing to ask. Just leave a comment below, and if there's enough, maybe I'll do another video. Any questions you have, and I will try to reply back, I promise. Also, oh my gosh, 100 subscribers! Guys, thank you so much. I am so excited, and overwhelmed, and I'm just pumped for the future of this channel. I can't wait to see where it's going to go, and I love all the support. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, and I'm sorry it's just kind of like a hodgepodge of all the Disney things. Some videos are just me walking around the parks, and some are informative, and some are just really not. And I appreciate you just going through this journey with me. But I am excited to keep creating content with you guys. It's only going up from here. I promise I'm not gonna quit. No, but I really am excited. I want to keep working on it and keep doing it. It's a lot of fun, and you guys are obviously awesome, and it's worth it. So thanks for being patient with me on the slow video uploads, but it's great. But I'm just really thankful. So thank you. Thank you. You, me, Disney, we're all here. It's great. I love it. I hope you guys have a great week, and I love you. I'll see ya in the next one. Figaro, come say goodbye. Say I love you. Subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed. Bye, friends.